94.9. Filling the world with laughter. We fill the world with laughter. We are 32 FM 94.9.
In order to matter, matters of the state must matter to you.
If some people are crying that they are in darkness, they should go and hold those who vandalize the installation.
Let me say that the political crinkle.
Stay tuned to politics on 32 FM 94.9.
Safa sapheli sizwe simnyama iwasafa isizwe saba yavula mola 𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿𝐿 wemaye wemolo safa sapheli sizwe simnyama iwasafa isizwe saba yavula mola wemaye ngiyakhala safa phela isizwe simnyama iwasafa isizwe sabantu alamula.
All right, good morning. Welcome to the Podium on 32 FM 94.9. My name is OLORUNTOBA YUSUF. Good to have you join the conversation this morning. Now, just a few days ago, the president was on a state visit to the United Kingdom, the first Nigerian president to embark on such visit in 37 years. It's also the first visit since the return to democratic rule for Nigeria. Of course, we saw the UK's King Charles III welcoming the Nigerian president at Windsor Castle in the first state visit by the leader of Africa's most populous nation in nearly 4 decades. More than 1,000 soldiers were in force on Wednesday for the diplomatic show of soft power by the royal family. There were also agreements and deals that were signed on the sideline of that state visit by the Nigerian leader. We also saw King Charles exhibiting his knowledge of the Nigerian culture by cracking a joke in the broken English, otherwise known as pidgin, and also saying the English translation of Yoruba proverb and an Igbo proverb as well. So with the trade between the two countries at a record high, King Charles used the 2-day visit to highlight the country's deep cultural and commercial link, referring to both countries as equal partners over the years. Now, Tinubu has made less formal visits to the UK several times during his tenure, and the two countries remain major partners in trade, aid, and defense. London, of course, is home to a large number of Nigerians in diaspora of about 300,000 people. Now, for the presidency here in Nigeria, they say the visit signaled a renewed chapter, and it also reflected a shared commitment to advancing trade and strengthening diplomatic ties between both countries. But back here at home, there have been several reactions to that visit, with some people, especially those in the opposition, saying that, well, it is ill-timed. It shows a lack of empathy on the part of the president, especially given the current insecurity facing the country and the recent attacks in Borno State. For those on the diplomatic side, they say, well, it's what Nigeria needs now in terms of strengthening its relationship with its allies, especially looking at how the international system is tilting at the moment. Okay, so let me welcome our guests first, and then we'll quickly get the thought of our panelists on this. My guest this morning is Dr. Iyabami is from the Labour Party. Great to have you so much. Thank you so much for joining us on the podium. Good morning.
Good morning.
Great to have you. Yes, sir.
Good morning to other panelists.
Right. So, as you know, it's a panel discussion. Barrister and Prof are here. So we'll just quickly touch on what I brought on earlier. That's the president's visit to the UK, and then we'll come back to you, Dr. Iyabami. So please stay on the line. Let me welcome Professor Emi, the Department of Political Science, University of Ibadan. Prof, good to have you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. And good morning to Nigerians. Good morning, Barrister. And very good morning to our guests.
Barrister, good morning, sir. Barrister Yomi Ogunola, other panelists on the show.
Yes, Mr. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I know the Prof. I doff my heart too. And of course, I greet my brother, Iyabami.
That's the most probably gentleman. You didn't ask that one.
Okay, so Dr. Abambi, we'll come to you in about 2 minutes. I just want to get Prof's barrister's thoughts regarding the visit. I mean, Prof, just watching on the sideline, diplomatically speaking, looking at how things are going on internationally right now. What do you think are the short-term or long-term gains of this visit, or is it just a jamboree, as some people have described it to be, saying that it shows lack of empathy on the part of the president, given the current security challenges we are facing at the moment? Although there are those who say, well, the visit is still symbolic, regardless of the timing, given the fact that it's the first time in 37 years, almost 40 years actually, the Nigerian president is visiting the UK. What are your thoughts, short-term, long-term gains of this visit, Prof?
Well, I'm not exactly sure what the gains are going to look like. I think that the president is happy for the recognition and the elaborate reception that he received. Such visits are usually done when you require something from a country and you think that that kind of elaborate reception would work. It reminds me of the kind of reception that was given to Trump when he visited Saudi Arabia. And the bigger analysis is really that, given his personality, they actually were trying to cut him so that they can get as much advantage or support from him as possible. Because international relations have some psychological element. And when you think that a certain approach would work, it. When they think that others will not, they will not do that. And we are not sure what agreements have been signed. I think the president's men have talked about investment, and others have also talked about some agreements about deportation and things like that. I think by the time the president is done on the return to Nigeria, we have very clear ideas what Nigeria is offering the UK, or what the UK is demanding or expecting from Nigeria, and what Nigeria is also expecting from the UK. But so far from what the president's men have spoken, it seems that they are particularly very happy about the reception as a validation of their global relevance, or their so-called endorsement by external and important countries in the world. Beyond this transactional relationship, I don't see any significant thing coming out of it. Obasanjo did a lot of going around. At the end of the day, was the one who paid $18 billion in order to get debt buyback. The country was never treated as a poor country that requires debt cancellation. So when you put all of these things together, it's a little bit challenging to see what direct benefit we are likely to have. I think what I see there is an element of colonial mentality, seeking validation from a country that has colonized your country for so long. In terms of sensitivity to local reality, I think that's actually what put the hole in the balloon, because you can't be treated to a sumptuous reception with so much fanfare when there's a bomb in Maiduguri. There's kidnapping all over the place. It should be a president who is actually seeking support for a very sobering security environment in his country, rather than one who will be enjoying a sumptuous dinner with all the optics that we have seen so far when your country is burning. So it's really not a very promising visit in that sense. So for that's my take. I think that at this point in time, we don't need a president who should be seeking for state visits with so much fanfare. Rather, it should be a sobering visit like the one we see in Turkey, where the problems of the country are taken on board, and then the shuttle is defined by the quest to resolve or to seek help to address those problems, rather than the kind of recognition that they are talking about in terms of self-validation.
Right. Okay. Let me just go to Barrister very quickly, and then we'll start the conversation with Dr. Abambi. Barrister, your thoughts very quickly.
Yes, thank you very much. I think I want to agree with my noble prof that the visit is or appears to be an extension of Emiloconism. It is a president that is shopping for credibility, legitimacy, and acceptance. Let me look at one of the deals that was supposedly signed, and that is the 746 million pounds for the refurbishment of 2 ports in Nigeria. My worry is this. Currently, the estimated revenue from the ports is about 1.279 trillion naira per annum, at least for 2025. That was the figure. If we have that much, why do we need the equivalent of 1.3 trillion naira loan with all the loans that Buhari and Tinubu's government have sunk Nigeria into? My worry is this. There are examples in Africa, Djibouti, Kenya, Togo, and the rest of them, that have foreign countries controlling and or managing their ports. There have been, some insinuations that China is actually using those ports for its for military purposes. So why would Nigeria want to sacrifice its sovereignty and security for what we already have, 1.3 trillion naira, when the ports are raking in 1.279 trillion, at least the figure given for 2025? So that worries me a great deal, because look at what is happening today. Nigeria produces 1.71 million barrels of oil per day. It is appearing that we may not enjoy the kind of Gulf windfall that we had during the days of Babangida. Because right now, we have loaned out or we have borrowed money and paying back with our crude oil. The government has not come to tell us, okay, out of this 1.71 million barrels per day that we are producing, so much is being used to offset our debts, and this is what we have left. We have a Dangote refinery that is receiving about 65,000 barrels per day from Nigeria for a refinery with capacity for 650,000 barrels of oil per day. So you can see the effect of debt on our growth and development. It is not auguring well for the economy. Why then should we go for this loan, which we can do away with? 1.3 trillion naira, when the ports are already generating almost 1.3 trillion naira per annum.
Right.
It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay. Right. Okay. So we'll take a quick commercial break now. When we'll get back, we'll start the conversation with our guest, Dr. Bayami Arabambi, this morning. To stay with us, remember we're live on Facebook, 32FM 949 Fenya. We'll be back in a moment.
32 FM
94.9.
Here you go, dear.
Mom, you didn't add milk.
No need to. Taste it and see why.
Wow, but how?
Is it milky?
Yes.
Is it creamy?
Yes.
That's Milo 3-in-1 milky and creamy for you. It's so milky. I don't need to add more milk.
I love it, Mommy.
Give your kids Milo 3-in-1, milky and creamy. It's truly milky. It contains calcium to help your champ win every day. Milo, energy to go further.
Milo. Ẹ̀yin fans mi.
It's okay.
Ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32 FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ àsápù.
It's okay.
E no dey acceptable make anybody dey push, kick, slap, threatening, rape, abuse or even curse a woman or man just because you think say you wan correct them. True love no dey wound others. No be love again o. If you no allow your wife get account number or allow her dey call her family and friends every day for our schools, communities, mosque, church, we see as dem dey abuse women and girls sexually, deny dem better economic opportunity, beat dem, even sometimes rape dem. If you see anything like this, no keep quiet o. We need to dey treat our women and girls with respect, cause na dem be the key to our future generations. If you see anywhere where they do this kind yama thing for your state, report immediately, whether na man or woman. Make we ensure say our women and girls dey safe. To report any case of sexual abuse or gender-based violence for your community, call this number 0902-777-0177. This message now from One Life Initiative with support from iPass Nigeria.
Happiness is a choice that we want you to make always. Choose to be happy. Choose 32 FM 94.9 Ibadan.
Welcome back, the Podium on 32 FM 94.9. So we'll be switching gears now and going to our guests on the show this morning. Dr. Abambi, thank you for joining us once again. So, I mean, just about 3 days ago, it was reported that the Nenadi Usman-led Labour Party unveiled a timetable for its 2027 primary election alongside sweeping disciplinary action in what appears to be an attempt to stabilize the party after months of internal crisis. Now, they took a decision after the National Executive Council meeting held on Tuesday and communicated to newsmen on Wednesday. Now, as part of the preparations, they fixed, the timetable, which also puts their presidential primary on the 23rd of May, 2027. They also ratified earlier decisions, which include the suspension of 25 members over acts of indiscipline, anti-party activity, complicity in the invasion of the Labour Party Secretariat. I mean, it's a long list of those who were suspended. Let me just ask you, because I mean, when as a journalist, when you're tracking political party crisis and you're talking to those on either side of the divide, they tend to tell you that, oh, this side is the illegal faction, we are the legal faction. I'm not a factional member of the party. There's only one party that is recognized. So let me just ask you. Oh, it looks like Dr. Abambi is off the call now. But anyway, we're trying to reconnect. Okay, yes, it's back now. So let me just ask you, Dr. Abambi, are you with the Nenadi Usman faction of the party? Because in the course of our conversation before this interview, you told me that you're now the national vice chairman of the Labour Party. So which of the factions do you belong to? And is it the one that suspended individuals for alleged anti-party activity and also fixed the presidential primary for the 23rd of May this year?
Thank you very much. You know, there are people we refer to as Babasuwe, all those are what 𝐂𝐿𝐒𝐿𝐒 people. That is exactly what I mean. These people, actually, they are making themselves about. Honestly, I'm a little bit surprised, and I thank God I have two lawyers here. It is a judgment of Supreme Court. I think it's a Union Bank versus somebody that said if a litigant is in receipt of notice of appeal and motion for stay, you are not supposed to take any step to execute that judgment. Abia State has Attorney General. Nenadi also has his own, our own. Yet, knowing fully well that Chief Wolola Nepekun, who was our own lawyer, are filed before the Court of Appeal, notice of appeal and motion for stay. they went ahead to be doing their wadakeri. Because tomorrow, they will be giving us names like, oh, they are wicked of Labour Party. They will not know when they are trampling on the Constitution and our integrity. And by the time we also will say no, oh, they want to destroy the party. That is, this song. All of them will be singing. For us, we are just looking at them. And even, let me read a letter from INEC to them. I was not the one that wrote it, but, they didn't know we are going to, go wind of that letter, the letter that INEC wrote to them. INEC wrote to them that as far as they are concerned, they wrote to Nenadi. I'm just trying to, INEC wrote to Nenadi on the, INEC wrote to Nenadi on the 16th day of February 2026. They said the 𝐃𝐈𝐒 chairman, Labour Party. That was when they wrote to INEC that they want to dissolve the already constituted via congresses as state executive of the party. INEC now wrote that re-notification of the dissolution of all state, SG and ward executive. Your letter on the above subject matter dated 6th of February and received on the 10th. The commission regrets to inform you that the dissolution of the state, local government and ward executive of your party in all the 36 states of the SCT by the National Executive Council without giving statutory notice of meeting to the commission and without the authority to act in your party constitution cannot be acceded to. Accept the assurances of the commission. I with that. Dr. Rose Orearon Anthony, Secretary of the commission. Now, what informed this letter? In their matter before Justice Lifu,
yes,
God was on our side. They went and exhibited 2024.
But Dr. Arabambi, just to quickly come in here, the Justice Lifu you mentioned, it was the Federal High Court in Abuja, right? A judgment given on the 21st of January.
Yes.
And it recognized Usman-led NWC of the Labour Party and sacked Abure as the national chairman, correct? So he recognized them as the authentic leader of the party.
Yes.
Then he asked INEC to recognize Nenadi Usman as a legally recognized authority to conduct the party's next convention. Right. So I just wanted to also be clear on that. Yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Now, what they did when we filed our appeal before they woke up from their slumber was that their lawyer exhibited our 2024 constitution. The same convention they were challenging, they now exhibited, and lawyers are here. Any record that is not at the lower court, you can't transmit it to higher court. You can't transmit it. You cannot go and import any other constitution, maybe 2019, 2014. It was the same 2024 constitution that was ratified by Abure, the convention, and signed by Abure and Farouk. That was the constitution they executed before Justice Lifu, which the judge closes his eyes against, in his own opinion. Number two, they by themselves ask Justice Lifu, I have two eminent lawyers here. You cannot review judgment of Supreme Court. It's only clerical that even Supreme Court can do by themselves. They know the order. Whether order 8 or rule 16 of the Supreme Court, you cannot review judgment of the Supreme Court. Even they themselves cannot review.
But Dr. Abambi, Justice Lifu himself also based his action on the verdict of the Supreme Court, which had earlier declared Nenadi Usman as the authentic leader of the party.
No. What Supreme Court said was that action, they lack the jurisdiction.
Yes.
Court of Appeal jurisdiction to entertain issue of leadership. So if lawyers are here, when they consider the large jurisdiction, can you go into into the substance of the matter? You cannot now.
So obviously you disagreed. You disagree with Justice Lifu's judgment. You disagreed with him.
Yeah.
And then you went to appeal.
No, I'm coming.
Right.
He said he had jurisdiction. And let me tell you where he said he had jurisdiction. There is something they call ratio residency in law, and there's something they call obiter dictum. Do you know that this man went into orbital dictum and converted that into judgment of a court? Because we are not idiots. As if this is not damn, I also did for engineering. So you cannot come and tell us you know English more than us, or what even the law professor stated. These are the things that we file appeal before the Supreme Court. That a judge is now making orbital dictum a law. Whether he is now National Assembly, we don't know, or he's trying to rewrite, the rule that govern even the NBA. But that was there. But what they were now doing, that's why, I gave you the template that even in law, they say when you are in receipt, a litigant is in receipt of a motion for stay and notice of appeal, you cannot execute that judgment. Let me end it by saying this. With due respect to the two lawyers here, I have an issue with UBA one time. I got garnishing order against them. At the point of execution, their SAN, Staff Chief Olabi Fashanu, you will know him in Sinabe. Notice of appeal and motion for stay. We could not execute that judgment that day. We left until when that stay was thrown out by the Court of Appeal. Before we now went for they were owing me money then. And I took the court, the stay to court, and no bank failed to disclose, what they have. The lawyer will understand. Okay. And I went ahead and I got judgment against them. But the final notice of appeal and motion for stay, that was when I first of all understood what they were saying. Because me, I didn't money. Chief said, Chief Abdullah said, come. We can't execute the judgment. So he has five notices of appeal and motion for stay. We waited for 6 months before we can execute it. So why is everybody just, turning law upside down?
Okay,
so
Dr. Abambi, your argument is that you've already filed a notice of appeal and motion for stay. That means that the other factions should not have gone ahead with the actions that they took. Pending the time your appeal will be heard.
No, motion for stay.
All right.
But when it is determined.
Determined.
But they have decided to, but no problem.
Okay.
When we are back from the appeal court, after the judgment, they will know where they are.
So at the appeal court now, at the appeal court, you are challenging Justice Lifu's judgment, right? That's what you're doing at the appeal court.
Of course.
Right. And how does it make you feel, considering the fact that time is running out? Dr. Abambi, this is March. There is a deadline even stipulated in the Electoral Act, the new Electoral Act, where those who are members of political parties have to complete their digital membership registration. Without that, you cannot take part in direct primary, because based on the new law we are using for the next round of elections, there's no more indirect primary. There's no delegate system in direct primary. So you need to prove your membership of a political party, both those who are running and those who are going to vote in those primaries. So here is the Nadi Usman faction trying to beat that deadline. And here you are trying to also make sure that that doesn't happen. So it's going to look to some people like you're just deliberately sabotaging the political party, Dr. Abambi.
Now, let me tell you, we have done that before. The only two things remaining was the photograph and the NIN. We have done that before, and let me tell you, they didn't have access to our database. We know them now. They complained in their next meeting that our Twitter handle, our database, everything concerning Labour Party, they were just the one creating another one. They cannot infiltrate to it because we are Pentagon. At the Penta, we won't allow them to infiltrate. It is our own party. So they cannot infiltrate. In fact, what we are now doing is that we are just remodeling it, towards, what the new electoral say. And once judgment come out of Court of Appeal, INEC is banded now. They will now take our own membership and throw their own out.
So are you doing your own digital membership registration as we speak on the side?
We did it. No, we did it when APC were doing their own.
Right.
We did it, but
so you have your own you have your full membership registered online right now.
Of course, we are doing our. I think we are Pentagon. I mean, you can't. It's difficult for Mungu to come and carry Maga now. It's difficult.
Okay, so let me go to our panelists. Let me start with Barrister. Since we've spoken a lot about law, actually, I have one lawyer here. Is the only learned person here. Then we have Prof. He's a scholar. So I'm just the neutral party here. So I'm not learned. I'm also not a scholar. But let's go to Barrister. Barrister. Hello, Barrister. Your device is muted.
Thank you very much, Toba.
Yeah.
I think we have been dragging this law for too long. I want to ask my brother Arabambi, do you guys, I mean your group, have any relationship with PC? Because there are some accusations flying here and there.
I didn't get your question.
Okay, I'm still going to ask it.
Okay.
There are allegations flying here and there that the APC is working to undermine other platforms. What we are seeing with Labour Party appears, to be corroborating that fact. So I am asking, your group, are you in a relationship with APC? 𝐃𝐈𝐒.
Thank you very much. My barrister, if in your house, you have a visitor, he now took your pot of soup, you saw him in the camera. The following day, he now wore bishop clothes. Oh, don't steal. Don't ever thief again. See, he has 2 audiences. Your own, you must have put wool in your ear. You don't want to hear that nonsense. To others, is preaching. Because once they come back again, your wife will cook, this man will take it, pour inside nylon, he will go and give it to people. He will steal it. When that person preaches, he can only go and preach to Satan, to convert Satan. Not that somebody who is an apostle of Satan will now be asking Jesus, come for supper with me. That is tufiakoa in Igbo. Something that is an abomination. So anybody accusing us, let me tell you what is happening in Labour Party. They are preparing ground for Peter Obi to come. And it will not happen. Mark my word today. We know them. That's why I said we are Pentagon. They are preparing ground for Peter Obi. Obi told every Nigerian in Enugu, they don't want to give me in ADC, but I will fight for you. Do they think we are Mumu? Do we look like uneducated people? They want to bring it back. They are now using all their, elimination by substitution. Like it's not going to
work. But if they bring him back, Dr. Abba, is that not the plus for your party? Because
it is a minus.
Why is it a minus?
Because ab initio, ab initio, they want to regionalize our party. What they couldn't do in NABGA, what they couldn't do in PDP, they now thought, Labour Party, these people, they are just political new pie. Let us go and, subdue them. All of you knew what was the problem. They used to accuse me that I started it. How can we, with due respect to Prof and the lawyer, how can we constitute executive for our campaign? 19, and we have 15 Igbos. What nonsense! That was what causes our problem. And I told them in the NWC, I said, come on, Mr. Abi, you cannot come and do that one here. That was the genesis of the whole thing. Put Hausa man here. Let Yoruba man be here. I said, no. I understood my people and their language. What nonsense. And you want to become a president of Nigeria? Are you telling me my children are lower in race to you or what? That was all. And obviously had the antecedent. So it is a minus. I, as a man, I am a proud son of Owu, a proud son of Ebaland and Nigeria. Nobody will come and tell me any bad about my citizen that I'm lower to him. I will go to World Court over that. You must be a destabilized Nigeria. So what they are doing, why Alessoti is sponsoring that, is because they want to bring Obi. And let me conclude. In APC, there were Igbos. In PDP, there were Igbos. Have you ever seen any one of them being treated in this manner?
But Mr. Abambi, this man you're talking about that wanted to tribalize, to use your word, Labour Party at the time, people voted for him across tribal and ethnic lines, right? He won different states across different regions, one in Lagos resoundingly, won, 6 million votes in total. People voted for him across religious and ethnic lines. So, doesn't that, water down the argument that his agenda was to tribalize the party if he was able to garner such support across the country, regardless of where, it comes from?
Thank you very much. He campaigned in Abuja. I saw him when he was campaigning in Abuja and Atiku during the local government election.
No, I'm talking about 2023. I'm talking about 2023.
Now, coming.
Yes.
You see, there is a wave of this, what they call it, the NSAS. Are you getting me? That was what he wrote upon because nobody wants APC. Nobody wants PDP. Are you getting me?
Yes.
The people that came was why, let us give this man, our vote. But everybody has seen it. And that was why even all the Osakun election, you saw he went to Edo State several times. We scored a scandalous 10%. He was in Ondo. What did we score? We have done all manner of Osakun election because when a man thinks he's wise than God, God will prove his own mental. I am telling you, Peter Obi as a person, they want to bring back to Labour Party. We have unresolved issues in Labour. It is only the husband and the wife, when they are married, they will go to know themselves well. There are certain things you'll be hiding, couple will be hiding, but when they are inside the house, they will see a man that is bedwetting. The wife will now call him as bedwetting. They will not be, they will not be looking for solution. Our parents might not know this before. So that is what is happening to us. It is not about APC. It is about the inconsistency in their belief, about other regions.
Okay.
Look at the next meeting they did. I'm coming. Look at the next meeting they did. How many of them are wearing red cap? Over more than 80%. Must you come and tell us that you are the only people that can do this thing? No, we Arab and I will not agree. I will not agree. And that is why the opposition to Tinubu is a lie. Let them continue to market. They are only wasting their time. Because I can tell you, most of the people in ADC, they were the people that took us to over 89 trillion naira debt, including the Abeshi that went and borrowed money to do train from Katsina, Maradi to Niger. They said for business purposes. Where is the business? Where is the business today? It's the man that said he's hungry. After 20-something years in governance, they should go and die in government now. They should not be putting Nigerian money to their mouth so that we know that they are the only one that existed.
Okay, let's go to Prof. Prof.
Yeah, Dr. Arabambi, you have been so passionate about the issues that have been brought before you. I'm just wondering whether you look at the drawbacks from the continuing struggle, internal struggles within the Labour Party. How does that position it for the 2027 election? And I also want to say that do you think that the tribalization of any political party in Nigeria today is in the interest of any presidential candidate? Even the electoral formula of you having to win 25% into 30 states of the Federation.
Well, you see, as far as we are concerned, like I said, most of us, the political class, we know ourselves very well. There are some of them that are orangutan politicians. In the night, they will go and obnob with the government. In the morning, they are Jesus Christ. We know ourselves. It's only some things. When you go to some places, you'll be shocked when you see some people together and say, look at this man. Now, wow. But you just, you don't mute your mouth as if you didn't see anything. But when they come to you professional like this, they will not be talking about how they want to deliver Nigeria. And it's all lies. Now, in our last election, you all saw the human rights and beings in the name of Aisha Yusuf, who will call herself human rights, but I'm about to ask her human rights and beings now, because this was a woman who was not a member of the Labour Party, according to her, when she took ADC card. But do you know she was the one standing as our national chairman when Peter Obi was campaigning? That woman, she was the one standing as our national chairman, but she had forgotten. Only for her to go to ADC and say, I have never picked up card before, but today I'm going to pick up that card. They went up in court in 2027. Honestly, they went up in court because a lot of them, they don't know what they are doing. But she was a signatory as a national chairman when Obi even didn't let anybody know until when the bubble burst. Is that kind of people I would trust who will be the marketing Nigeria? Oh, from construction to production. What consumption? The money they consume in Labour Party. Where's the production? The one they consume in Labour Party. Where's the production? We are not idiots. Prof and by Barrister, we are not idiots. I have gone on a rise to challenge them. I said they should take me to court. Wallahi, these people refuse. They refuse. Because I will expose them to your world. I will carry documents. It will not be a public document, but they run away. That was Aisha that said, she wants to run for Senate now in FCT. From Edo, she will go and run for Senate in FCT. Tomorrow they will say, oh, 𝐒𝐈𝐒 us out. 𝐒𝐈𝐒 us out.
Okay, Dr. Abambe, it looks like, you're trying to put blame on those who have left your party because Peter Obi has moved on. He has completed his membership registration of the ADC. He says he wants to be on the ballot in the ADC to rescue Nigeria from, according to the current...
He has not left.
He has not left. He's now a member of the ADC. He's an
unpopular politician. He has not left.
What does that mean?
Very good. Can you show me? Do you have a clip of when he resigned from Labour, like Amechi, El-Rufai, Atiku, and the rest? Obi, when you see a guy man and a MAGA, they know the way they apply their trade so that there won't be collision. Obi did not resign from Labour Party. That is why I said they are working for him. I have gone on channel that Obi should come up publicly and show Nigeria that I have resigned because he knew the implication. If you resign, his coming back will be very difficult because of our constitution.
And he says it's the Nigerian government that is trying to sabotage his ambition. They are trying to do everything possible so that he won't be on the ballot because they know he's the only one that has the capacity to beat the president.
Which president?
The current president
of Alaba Republic.
The current president.
No, maybe president of Alaba Republic. I'm not sure you're referring to Tinubu. I'm not sure. Because if you're referring to Tinubu, that means he must have been afflicted with some form of somnambulism. Maybe he's sleepwalking when he was talking that. He knows the truth. All of them there.
Are you saying that President Tinubu is not beatable? Is that what you're saying? Or Obi cannot beat him? What's your argument? Is that he's not beatable, he cannot be beaten? Yes.
My argument is that Atiku imported darkness into this country with Baba Sojo, 16 billion. Nobody's asked a question. Amechi, El-Rufai, all of them. Shagun Bugo is their problem. Everybody that destroyed this country with Buhari. Prof, do you know that in the whole world we are the only one spending 2 types of denomination for one currency? I don't know who caused Nigeria that you will go with 1,000, two types in your pocket. These are the people that caused it. These same people.
Who caused it? That was under the Buhari government. Yes.
Is Tinubu not part of that Buhari government? Is Amechi not part of that Buhari government? Is El-Rufai not part of that Buhari government? I get me. Is Babasha Lawal is not part of that Buhari government? Do they think we are fools? See, they need to go back to APC and resolve the crisis they caused for Nigeria. That's why when they are talking, I don't laugh at them. How can you join somebody to destroy our economy? You now just peer, just like here, you now run away and say, no, I am now less than that. Though I am part of them, give me an opportunity, I will do well. It is a lie. They are worse than Tinubu that they want to change. I'm just telling you that part.
But do you think, Dr. Abam, do you think things are worse off or better now than they were during the Buhari government?
No,
because people make reference to some of these indices, insecurity, hunger, poverty, inflation, and all of that. Because they say if you juxtapose these factors, you want to ask yourself that, are things worse or better off than they were? Because in leadership, right, there is asset and liability that you inherit. And the reason you get elected is to change things for the better. So you are in the opposition, observing, and looking at things, assessing things generally. Do you think they are worse off now or better off than they were during the Buhari government?
Let me first talk about security. Only the civil senator, Shehu Sani, he was on the morning brief of a channel He said the day he criticizes Buhari maladministration, he was called by an emir who said, don't ever criticize in northern, president again. Let us do our own when it's their time. He said it public. He said he was shocked. And, because of the safety of his life, he decided not to antagonise that government. If you look at where Tinubu issues are coming from, it's from the north. Because they are Delali politicians. People who don't go to government, take business, Alhaji Salisu and Son, without any paper, no CSC, they'll come and sell it to Prof, who has a Bible company, who will not go inside and regularize all the paper. We call them Delali. That is the kind of administration they wanted. Because Buhari, you and I know, he increased Nigeria public debt from 2.12 to 63, 0.8 billion in June 2025 ago. He took over in May. By June 2025, our debt profile, start it from DMO, it increased to 63.8 billion. And by June 2015, we have gone to 130 billion by May 2023. So what are they talking about? What did we use it to do? We used it to do 500 naira 2 times. We were using money to buy money. People were queuing in ATM. That MFPLA. He made people to queue by 6 a.m. People will now go and buy only 5,000. How many people died, during that time? It was during body we had the answer. None of them is talking about that now. They say, there was pumping in Borno. That was even the hard work of the people that want to send Jonathan packing. You see, we have to tell ourselves to do. They were the one. El-Rufai started that. They were the one that imported all the Boko Haram because they don't wanted to remove Jonathan by fire by force. They were the one. So then they said, that one bombing shouldn't go to UK, to go and do it. But in Chatham House, he promised them that under 6 weeks, he will eradicate Boko Haram. See, go and fact check me. In Chatham House that time, Buhari went there with El-Rufai, all of them. Abeshi, you would think they are doing wedding with the kind of, across the wall, but he promises Nigeria, don't worry. In 6 weeks, even when the election was postponed for security reasons, they interviewed said, don't worry. In 6 weeks, they don't need to prevent election. When Borno, the return of Borno was under Boko Haram. Under Boko Haram, Buhari said there's no problem. But for 8 years, what were we doing? A president that came in with 2015 certificate, school certificate, you expect to do anything? And they started up by going to full professor as a vice president. Who said the DSS man that invaded the
National Assembly?
NIA?
Yeah.
No, the NIA.
NIA.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
There was a time the DSS have issue with the NIA.
Yes.
Over when they want to arrest the man, the acting president sacked the man. But when Buhari came, what did he do?
Okay.
He removed the man.
But Buhari is no longer there. The man is of blessed memory now, right? And the person here now is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, right? And he's the one at the helm. He's one people would assess his performance. So I'd like you to assess his performance right now as somebody in their position. But because it looks like you're just heaping the blame on Buhari. But Tinubu is the one there now. And whatever is happening now, he has to be held responsible for it. So how would you assess him?
Okay, now,
yes.
on the total debt now, how much is our total debt?
No, I'm not talking of just debt. I'm talking about performance in office as a president.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm coming. There was a president that succeeded in pushing local government autonomy for local government, which most governors failed to, do. Even including when Peter Obi was the governor. He did local government election when it was 2 months for him to leave. And yet we were asking for 7 billion from his predecessor. All of them there, even governors now, they say, what do you want the president to do? He can't be removing governor like Obasanjo will remove another job with 4 legislators. No, he can't be removing governor. Supreme Court have made decision. He has an executive order, but most of the governors failed, to act. I think these are some of the things we need to give to the man. He had done it. He had taken those steps to say, okay, can local government be having their funds? And yet, Supreme Court said, yeah, let them be having their funds. But Nigeria is something now. Most of the governors tomorrow, when they leave office, you see them coming back as said governor, former governor, so, to say, oh, so thing should be done. Why can't they follow it now? Even the issue of insecurity, it is not, something that is peculiar to this administration. It has been there all along, and they will continue to do something to mitigate against it. Not that we will now say, oh, there was bombing in Damaturu, in Maiduguri, then you shouldn't go, to UK for state visit. If they call Amechi, he will follow them. If they call Peter B, he will follow them to that UK.
So you think he has done well? You think the president has done well? He's done well?
Is he in his own way because of what he meant? I get it.
Yes.
We all know that Nigeria has almost collapsed because Prof know that we are spending our income our income in Nigeria, we are spending over 90% on debt servicing, not payment of the debt. Please, fact check from DMO office. During Buhari era, we were spending 90% to service debt, not even paying to service debt, and that was why we ran to over 112 billion, dollar deficit. Today we have a surplus now. So people should at least look at some things about him and not just to give him a total condemnation. Finally, if anybody will condemn Tinubu, let me tell you, as they used to say in court, that when you file appeal against judgment, the judge at the lower court is seized of the matter. No APC should condemn Tinubu. They should keep quiet. No APC member should condemn Tinubu. They are all together.
You seem very happy with the man right now. You say he's done well, based on what the challenges he met.
I've just given you, some of the example, and I said you protect me. Are we owing, our external debt?
It's what okay. Let me go to barrister. Let me go to barrister now. Barrister.
Thank you very much. Mr. Arabambi, the state Tinubu is very generous. I want you to tell Nigerians the truth and only the truth, nothing but the truth. Have you at any time benefited from Tinubu's generosity, or are you hoping to benefit from Tinubu's generosity? Don't tell us any lie. That's number one. Number two, by your submissions, are you telling Nigerians to see Labour Party not as an option for 2027, and so they should look elsewhere? And thirdly, when are you decamping to APC?
Well, I am not decamping to APC, and I will never decamp to APC. That's one. Two, Labour Party is an option, but not for most of the Orangutan politicians who want to use our party to precipitate what I call political insurrection, so that they will gain from where they did not sow. So Labour Party is an option, but not for these people, who are nothing but they are just predators. They knew what.
No, Mr. Arabambi.
So we are
okay. Let me reframe that question for you.
No, we are not sure for
wait. Let me reframe that second question for you. If these people that you say continue to hold sway, your position is Labour should not be an option for Nigerians. Yes or no?
My answer is capital yes.
Yes or no?
I say my answer is capital yes. Because they will turn us to Sudan.
Okay, so tell us about the generosity. Don't lie to us. Have you benefited one way or another?
No. You see, people don't.
Or are you looking forward to benefiting?
No. Let me say capital no. To your two, you are suggesting. It's not a question. You are only suggesting. Maybe I had the intention. Let me tell you, I am not that kind of a person. And the people who are properly themselves today as Labour Party member, let me shock you. It's just that I didn't just want to ruffle or to shake the table. When we asked them to come and spy for me in Abuja, all these rep and senators, how many of them have flat money? When they will be accusing us now? If they take 𝐾𝐈𝐒, everything that took out to that Senate was 500,000. 250 from Farouk, the National Secretary. Please play this back to her that I dare her to go to court. We will bring the statement of account. He was unable to give 37,000 to our delegate. That was a woman who is earning millions of naira now. So they will be saying, oh, no man, Babi want to go and collect money. They are nobody. You see them dressing like a gugu during our campaign. Nokia 3310, I saw most of this forbidden. Nokia 3310, that they are using the Sudan. It's what most of them came today. We know people that are leg worker. But today, when Obi was leaving, they were ready to pay. They bought Jeep for themselves, including 𝐒𝐈𝐒 that has challenged so many times to come and tell me where government to buy that vehicle. Which year I bought it? They cannot compare themselves to us. I have never gone to Abuja by road. Ask them. In our hotel, when we are doing meeting, I took suit by myself. I am a big boy. They met me as a big boy in Labour Party. So for them to be thinking, oh, they want to collect money from Tinubu, I have never met Tinubu. Let me tell you, I have never met Tinubu for anything. For one-on-one, I've never met Tinubu. So for anybody to think, oh, it's necessary for the generosity, no, I am only fighting for what will benefit Nigerians. Anybody demarketing Nigeria must not be allowed to govern it.
So when you say someone demarketing Nigeria, I'd like you to be clear.
Yes.
So do you mean anybody that is trying to hold the government to account or criticize government policy is demarketing Nigeria? That's the
no,
yes.
No, criticism is not demarketing.
Okay.
Now a man who was able to establish Eurobia factory where people would drink and now be kidnapped, asking people not to come to work on Monday, shouldn't be the person who will now be challenging the president that removed fuel subsidy, increases the allocation to state by quadruple. If you know there are some states now that are handing 12, 13 billion for 1.4, 1.5. He shouldn't be the person, a man who kept Anambra money in his own bank where he earned dividend. I'm a shareholder from bank also with my money. Where you earn dividend, you have the right to come out. I did well in Anambra. I say 150 million. Where did you put the money? Why did he put it? In a first bank. Why in his own bank, Fidelity Bank? That is a man who will now come and be demarketing Nigeria. No, he doesn't have the capacity. Let us tell ourselves go to Obi lack capacity. He should, in fact, up to today, he has never criticized this IPOB. Look at what Soludo is doing. That you guys must come to work on Monday. They are only profiting from where? Don't come to work on Monday. They are the ones destroying themselves. They are not destroying anybody. Now he has started demolishing their this thing. But you know why? Obi needed those people vote because he's their chairman. You will still complaining. He has put, sellotape on his mouth. But let's not happen in Lagos. Two people. Para, you see him. Oh, there's killing in Lagos. Oh, save us from Nigeria. Let him go and complain in Anambra. If Obi knew he wants to become president, he should go and meet that. Oh, what you are doing to IPOB is not good. Let him go and try it. So if he cannot be a pan-Nigerianist, let him go and become president of Alaba Republic in Lagos.
Okay.
Under John Kumbo. He will be welcome.
Let me go to Prof now. Prof? Hello, Prof.
Yes, I'm here. I'm just wondering whether Dr. Arabambi is weary of the points that I've made concerning whether it's not unwittingly work for the years. And that's why I think Barrister was asking those questions. Because as long as the Labour Party is torn between these two forces, they are unwittingly working for the APC. Now, what we expect at this point is not a divided party, but as it is, main debate. And with the way Dr. Arabambi is talking, is quite ready to sustain that division till 2031. What is the benefit of division within the Labour Party if they really want to contest or nominate candidates for the 2027 election? As it is, my bet is that they will not even have a presidential candidate that will be of reckoning. What is his reaction to this comment?
Well, thank you. You know, in the Bible, it is only Jesus Christ that offers himself as a sacrificial lamb. When they slap him, he will turn the left cheek. He didn't order anybody to do such a thing. I hope you are getting my analogy. No man will come and slap me. I will give you a boot because I'm not Jesus Christ. Because if you slap me now, you remove my teeth, I will be toothless. And you will not be walking free to go and eat this with your teeth. No, I want to boot you. It's self-defense. The Bible says, love your neighbor as yourself. It didn't say you must love your neighbor more than yourself. I said the people who are in the M of Afia now, they want to divide Nigeria. They want to use that party to call political restoration. They have never seen anything good in Nigeria. They have never. And anybody that doesn't see anything good in Nigeria, himself is also very worse. I get it, mean? That is our own position. We do not want to go down into history as the first political party, that will divide Nigeria. They will be funding the Labour Party. They have a game plan. And that game plan, we are not going to allow it to materialize. Because they want to divide Nigeria. They knew where they are going. But we also know where they are going. We know ourselves. So, to your question, for us, I told you we are on the appeal. We have a grand, good ground. This matter will still end up in Supreme Court. Because it is a retreat. It is not retreat, no surrender. Because we knew they want to say what doesn't belong to them. For God's sake, people came just 2 years. You say, oh no, all of us, they are not good. For his own 8 years in Afghan, 40 are trying to run for governorship in so many parties. They don't give him. We gave him an opportunity. Look at what he's doing. He said, I want to be a national leader. Is that the way they call Kwakwaso national leader? Is that the way they call
What exactly is Oti doing that is wrong? Because it looks like the people love him. People talk about his performance in Abia State. He's the only governor that you have. He's the only governor that you have in your party.
No. We have Mimiko, who made
Mimiko.
We have Mimiko before. Who made Dananya? And if, no, I'm coming.
Government to Zenith Labour Party now, isn't it?
No, you don't get me. We have Mimiko as a governor then, who made Danyawu as the chairman of governing council of Ondo State University. The people around him now, around Oti, who are the people around him? You see, it is not good. That's why we have a template. Ojuku, all of them, Oluchi, they were all enjoying in that administration of a Yoruba man. But they came today. They swept. They don't want to see a Yoruba man. They don't want to see another man. They don't want to see any man from Rivers. We will not allow such nonsense to stand. We will not allow it. Otherwise, we are still going. You see, all of you should at least see where that my pain is coming from. I said, Daniel, for 8 years of Mimiko, he didn't remove even when he crossed to PDP. That man was the chairman governing council of Ondo State University for 8 years, even when Mimiko was there. Cannot he appoint a Yoruba man in his own state university? They will come and kill you. Can you appoint an announcer man? Let us try to, be a decentralized Nigeria. But what they were doing, we will not take it. That's why I said, the Bible said, love your neighbor as yourself. You won't use that as a sacrificial lamb. Prof, if somebody is coming to you with a cutlass, don't assume that person is not going to machete you. If you have gun, don't put your revolver.
Okay. Let's. I think we should pump the brakes a little on the guns and the cutlasses because let's go back to elections and all of that. We don't want guns and cutlasses in our election. We want free and fair elections. Violence-free elections. So I mean, you've talked about how for you the president has done his bit. There are people already campaigning for him, right? In fact, we have some people in the opposition who have also endorsed him, for a second term, saying that while they will support their party at the other round of elections for the presidency, they're going with the president. So do you think President Tinubu deserves a second term, or is the Labour Party also, that's your own faction of the party now, also working towards having its own presidential candidate ahead of 2027? Because for me, it looks like the time is short. you're still going to the Supreme Court after the Court of Appeal. Here's the case. The Supreme Court will hear the case as well. Primaries are supposed to be done and concluded maybe in the next 2-3 months. I mean, so are you hoping to field a candidate, or you think the president deserves a second term?
If his party said he deserves a second term, so be it.
No, I'm asking you as a Nigerian, who has seen, yes, as a citizen of this country, who has seen the last 4 years play out. Do you think he should run? He should continue his 4 years? You think he deserves it?
No, you see, for my own answer.
Yes.
Of everybody, just need to change the number.
Yes.
None of them is qualified. If you put all of them together, it's better for him to go for the second term.
My question is, do you think it's better for him? That means he deserves the second term.
I said
yes.
We don't. There are no. I didn't mean we have our party now.
Yes.
Who will also go to Southwest. Let me be very clear. Okay. The Southwest have to complete 8 years. Let me be very emphatic.
Okay.
Not Southeast. So Southwest has to complete their 8 years because the 2050 certificate man Buhari, the late Buhari completed his own 8 years. So the Southwest must also complete their 8 years because we are not Mumu. We have our 8 years. We have to complete it. We are also going to bring out somebody from the Southwest. But if you are unable, maybe due to court, if you are unable and the time has gone, or we don't have any question order from the Supreme Court that maybe there's also thing, because sometimes except the Supreme Court judges decided to do something so to like lawyer used to say on their own to say, okay, go and do this. You understand? Yes. If they don't make it and say, okay, you are the chairman of the party, not you. If you're unable to do anything, you understand? There is nothing we are going to do. If you're unable to present president candidate, there is nothing we are going to do. But as far as I'm concerned, there is nobody in ADC that should be telling Nigerians that please give me your vote. I want to change Tinubu. They should go back. I expect all of them to go back to APC and clear the mess they created for that 8 years. That is my own. All of them should resign from ADC. They should go and meet Tinubu. The mess they created together, they should come and clear it.
Okay.
Not for them now to be come and tell us that we are the people that have the solution to the symptoms of our economic problem. No, they don't have it.
Okay. So let's speak hypothetically now. Let's say you're unable to resolve all your court cases before 2027 election, and your party doesn't field the candidates. You as a Nigerian, you are going to your ward. I think you said you're from Ogun State. Your ward in Ogun State, you are with your ballot paper. Would you be voting for President Tinubu in that election? Say your party doesn't field the candidate.
No, if we don't field the candidate, you expect me to go and vote for.
I'm asking you.
No, you don't expect. I said it's son of Southwest. I will vote for Southwest now.
Right.
I will vote for that.
And that of course is a vote for Tinubu. I mean, Dr. Amba, in all of this, like it's hard for people to, exonerate you if there are allegations that you are being used by the APC to destabilize the Labour Party. Because listening to you now, that's the conclusion people will make right now. Because you have openly said
they are free.
Yes.
See, they are free. Any woman that criticizes me, I will go.
I didn't say Igbo man. I didn't say Igbo man. I said Nigerians.
I'm coming. No, I'm coming. Hey, when you're in Nigeria, you have where you come from. Any outside man that criticizes me, I will go out for him because they are school start head of state. President Muhammadu Buhari, being now, as I'm showing you now, I have 2,500 naira notes. They were never dumped when they were doing that nonsense in the ideas. When they were using all our money to start it there, they were never dumped that time. Or when Peter Obi also himself went into campaign in Labour Party and deceived all of us by not uploading 53,000 polling units again. 53,000 himself and YUSUF. They failed to upload 53,000 polling units again because they want to spend that 1.8 billion meant for the agent. So those are the people I will go and vote for and say I'm in Nigeria. To be equal, I will not do it. I'm saying it on here. It is the story of the Southwest. And that is where I'm going to stay. I mean, Nigeria, I have my right. Are you getting me?
Yes.
So none of my children is doing government work now. None. They are private business. So people think maybe they want this, they want that. Because a lot of people don't know us very well. As far as I'm concerned, if we don't have the president candidate, I will cast my vote for Tinubu. I'm a Yoruba myself because I'm a Nigerian. I'm not a bastard. I will never vote until 2031. I cannot throw away my vote.
So for you, is your
Igbo
tribe
man or
first?
Hausa man.
Is your tribe first?
Igbo Hausa man, I cannot vote for them.
It's your tribe first. Is your tribe first for you?
Of course, because it is I before that, Igbo. And the northern,
I didn't mention Igbo. Dr. Abambi, I didn't mention Igbo here. Yes.
I don't give you 2 instances.
Yes.
In our election that we are supposed to win, Obi threw away our chances. Because in the court, I want the lawyer to Google our judgment to the Supreme Court. The vote we have there was around 4.something million in those 53,000 polling units that the Supreme Court threw away. It is not their fault. It is Obi's fault. Why are you keeping agent money? And you want to win an election? You want me to follow that man who came to cash out in Labour Party? No, I'm not going to support him now. How can I be beaten once? Is he not twice shy? So I will allow him to beat me the second time. No, it's not possible. Then Atiku has no right. Atiku has no right to say he wants to be president.
Why doesn't he have a right? He's a Nigerian. He has a right to contest. He has a right to contest. We have a right to vote and be voted for. Well, that's one of our fundamental rights. Yes.
In our next discussion, bring me out the complaint of Atiku against Buhari administration for 8 years. Bring it out for me. Do you think we are idiots? He wants to sit down in Dubai, enjoying his life. And when a Yoruba man come on board now, he suddenly have his voice. Must we continue to disparage our leaders like that? Was it even in PDP? It was Wike that did everything. At the end of the day, himself and Tambuwa, they sabotaged that party, and they were the one that ran away. The people that caused PDP problem. Where is the vice president candidate? Okowa, him in APC. Where is Atiku? In ADC. Where is Tambuwa? In ADC. They were the people that killed the main opposition political leader. Let us take the fact. Why should somebody spend money in PDP against Buhari for 8 years? He said he wants to be president. You say no. Give me vice president candidate. You say no. But they have seen the result today. All their governors, they have moved. That's why I will never join anybody to blame Wike. Because he who, pay the piper, dictate the tone in Nigeria. You will not spend your money on something, and some people that are enjoying somewhere will now come.
It looks like you're another wiki in Labour Party right now, Dr. Abambi, from the submissions you're making.
I am most non-controversial for me.
Okay.
I am not the I'm Prof know that. Prof know that. I am not controversial.
Right. Let me go to Prof again, because listening to Dr. Abambi, and he said it clearly that it's tribe first for him. Prof, is this our reality? Because I know that you've studied elections as a scholar across board, across different countries. Is this our reality that we are shying away from, that we're trying to ignore, that, every election cycle, tribe, religion always play a role, that maybe this is our reality, at least for now, as a country?
Well, I think that identity is very strong for us. That if you look at the administration life, can be aware of where it's coming from. Take, for instance, we have this situation that if it's 8 years in the north, to the south, which is where he vehemently will put the
Prof, your line is breaking, sir. Your line is breaking.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Which is where he disagrees with Atiku, that if you follow the rotation principle, then of course Atiku should not have even appeared in the PDP primaries of 2023, which led to his emergence as the presidential candidate PDP, which led to this foray into Labour Party. And if you take that rotation principle very seriously, which I think it's an elite consensus, then Atiku, in that sense, started as a spoiler, which is the reason why Wike is still fighting that singular act in which they manipulated PDP families, eventually led to the collapse of the PDP, the only from opposition. So he seems to have still been locked in that position when you talk about, anytime you talk about Atiku. And of course, you go to the point of talking about is foreign to Dubai rather than PDP to oppose the Buhari government. The point is, you don't make it right. Then secondly, the principle itself is a positive principle. But you can convert it into a negative principle. I mean, just like a federal character has been used and converted to something negative. I think it's important for us to first of all establish the basic parameter of we being human beings as the foundation of our political existence. If we miss that level, which is always something that the politicians like to manipulate, then we'll be in real trouble, because it then means that everything ends at the tribal level, but everything is supposed to actually be from our common humanity. And there are a lot in the Constitution and in our politics that emphasizes that, one of which is the idea that the welfare of Nigerians. Now, if the welfare does not matter, it's only where you come from that matters, then we will continue to suffer, because elite rotation will continue, but they will not deliver. Probably did not deliver much, and I don't also think that this government has delivered much in terms of welfare to Nigeria. You only need to look at the poverty figures, and then you know what I'm talking about. So his position is understood. It cannot be absolute, and it will not be to the benefit even Southwesterners if we reduce everything to that point. I think what he also has not talked about is the very fact that it is not only Hausa and Igbo that are in ADC. Mm-hmm. We also have Southwesterners who are also in ADC. Yeah. We also have Westerners who are committed, and we have one of them who have come to us multiple times that is highly committed to PDP, seeking reconciliation, seeking to build the political party. So I think we are diverse, and our diversity can be our strength, and it also poses challenges to us. And one of the failures which you find in the political party is their weak capacity to manage diversity, and they must be wary of generating into tribalism, while promoting or while emphasizing the need to have tribalized leaders. But seems to be promoting tribalism in that without being conscious of it. I think it is not that we are condemned to it. It's really that we need to demonstrate leadership in the management of diversity. And I think that's where we suffer a lot of failures.
Because I was also going to argue that it was also it sounded a bit contradictory if he was accusing Mr. Peter Obi of wanting to turn the Labour Party into a Southeastern party, and under the same breath also saying that he's Yoruba first that determines his choice of vote in the next round of election. But it's all right. Let's go to Barrister now. Barrister?
I think we are human beings first, and it's important for us to always we are human beings first.
Yes.
Before we pray.
Yes,
we are.
Certainly. Barrister?
You see, I am very, very disappointed in the submissions made by Mr. Arabambi. Nowhere in his submissions did he talk about the allegations being leveled against the Tinubu government as being Yoruba-centric, having only Yorubas at the peak of the offices. All he has harped on is Peter Obi. But you see, I am highly disappointed that in the 21st century, we have a very well respected politician coming out in the open and celebrating parochiality. Singapore primes meritocracy, honesty, and pragmatism as the qualities a leader must have. But here, I hear a doctor, Arabambi, saying tribalism and religion is permissible. That is just my opinion. I want to ask Arabambi a question. The new electoral...
Barrister, please hold that thought. After this break, you ask the question. We have a quick commercial break. Please stay with us. We'll be back in a moment.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
jẹ́ nínú ẹ̀bùn owó tó lé ní 80 million naira àtàwọn ẹ̀bùn míì tó jojú ní gbèsè nínú ìdíje golden hunt promo yìí.
kò yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ìkéde yìí mọ́ rárá pàápàá tó tún ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú ẹ̀bùn owó tó jẹ́ 80 million naira àti ẹ̀bùn mìíràn tí wọ́n tún mẹ́nu bà.
kí ló dé tó fi sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
nítorí pé ìyá mi nìkan ti tó láti wá díẹ̀ tó tún lọ́rọ̀ owó tó jẹ́ 80 million naira nínú.
ẹ jẹ́ kí ìṣàwárí náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ ẹ ṣáà ti ra yálà òdiwọ̀n 30 gram àti 45 gram golden mon golden hunt tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ ẹ yẹnu rẹ̀ wò fún nọ́mbà àrà ọ̀tọ̀ kan kí ẹ sì tẹ *8011*1# kẹ́lẹ̀ ní àǹfààní àti jẹ̀bù ńlá promo parí ní April 15, 2026 golden mon jẹ́ kí gbogbo ọjọ́ ó dàbí wúrà.
kò bá jẹ́ 24 29 tàbí 32 ṣáà ti fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wa lórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ kàn tẹ 32FM949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀.
32 FM
94.9.
Welcome back to the Podium on 32 FM 94.9. In case you're just joining us, our guest is Dr. Abayomi Arabambi from the Labour Party. We're talking about the crisis in his party that has remained factionalized, legal tussle, and the 2027 election. Don't forget, you can be a part of the conversation by going on Facebook. That's 32FM 949 Fenya. You can also call 0705 5000 949, 0809 7000 949, or 0906 2000 949. Those are the numbers if you want to chime in on the conversation anytime. So, Barrister, before we went on that break, you wanted to ask a question. Barrister?
Yes. Dr. Arabambi has given a check mark for the Tinubu administration. Of course, it is an opinion, and he is entitled to hold that. I want to ask him, the new Electoral Act has done away with fault certificates as a ground for petitioning the election of candidates in Nigeria. Does our doctor also see that as part of the achievements of this administration?
All right. Mr. Abraham, please unmute your device. Hello?
Yes, okay.
Go ahead. Yes.
Now, let me be very frank and honest with you. In a state that climb, everyone that passes that law ought to be in zoo in Lagos. I mean, in Ibadan. That is for me, you, and Prof, and others. But there are some people, they were the one that gave them the authority to do it. When they were eating their account on National Assembly, I spoke to some of them. I said, look, what you are asking them, you have not even, they have reps. Can you imagine that our rep and Senate, they kept that electorate away from their leaders? They kept it away from their leaders because we have to say the fact to ourselves. A lot of them didn't know that there was that provision. Rather than for them to demand from the National Assembly that let there be electronic voting. Because where did Ogundele, this man that was just appointed as a minister, how did they manage to capture, on our account that they said they will be reporting tax? It is also going to be through via network now. So anybody telling us that their account network during election is a lie. But they were supposed to demand, for one, electronic voting, electronic counting, and transmission.
Please hold that thought, sir. Please hold that thought, sir. Hello. Hello, good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead, Dr. Arabambi. You can continue. The line went off. Yes. Yes.
Now, all the net to do that time was to have demanded from National Assembly for electronic capturing, electronic voting, electronic sorting, electronic transmission. But none of those National Assembly members, let me tell you, they knew why they didn't show their leaders. Because there's no reason why it was when they passed it Then you now see few of them, they gather and say, oh, we are not part of this. Who told you? Between you and I, the draft copy is already with them. It's with all of them. Oh. But there was never a time they came out to speak against it. Do you know why? Their cup of dollar will be broken. They didn't want to attack the Senate and the House of Reps. Let's tell ourselves the fact. They didn't want to be suspended. But they should have at least given it to popcorn eating Amechi. The hijab catches this woman to have gone there and say, oh, look at what they want to pass. Oh, they want to remove forgery also. They knew. It was something they knew. But because they don't want to be suspended, they don't want their pot of soup to spoil. All of them kept quiet until when that thing was passed. May I ask how many of them condemn it? Very few, even after their passing. But it is condemnable. Because now you are telling me, though the lawyer is here, that electoral act is in contrast to constitution. And I, Comrade Bambi, have assembled some Nigerians. We are going to challenge it in court because it is section 1 that is very clear that Nigerian constitution is supreme, and any other law that contradicts Nigerian constitution to the essence of the consistency should be set aside. I know forgery is, as abomination of constitution. For anybody to now think they can import nonsense into electoral, they're only wasting their time. That's the kind of person.
Sorry, Dr. Ababi. I don't know if you listened to the president recently on his signing of the Electoral Act into law.
Yes.
He said,
hello, Barrister, please hold our thoughts, sir. Please hold our thoughts, sir. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Fatawa.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm Gideon.
All right, go ahead.
I'm listening to Barrister and Prof. and Dr. Bambi. Dr. Bambi, I've listened to him. He seems to be obsessed about what Mr. Peter Obi did that, but I'm not bothered about that. Since what he's even saying, accusing Mr. Peter Obi of, he even mentioned it himself right now, tribalism. But I have two questions for Dr. Abambi. The first question was, there was an interview, I think it was an interview, that they went to water with Baba Sanjo then to resolve the issue with Aki Oshuteku and all that. And Baba Sanjo slapped him. He said Baba Sanjo slapped him. Was the story true? Then secondly, how does he rate Nigerian democracy in the last 26 years? So thank you.
All right. Thank you. So, do you want to, maybe Barrister should finish his line, yes, and then he will answer both together. Okay.
So, the president said majority carries the day, even if minorities would have their say. And that he signed the Electoral Act, including this clause, excluding forgery, because it is the wish of majority.
All right.
So I want Dr. Arabambi
to respond. Okay.
To take cognizance of that in the question that I asked, because it appears the president also flowed with it.
Thank you very much. Just like I said, whatever any man or woman who is claiming that I want a better Nigeria, I said they were aware of that clause, but they are not like Natasha, who came out boldly to challenge the leadership of that society. You knew what that woman suffered. Our people are just there to take their national cake into their pocket. They knew. Did they ever inform Nigerians, even discreetly, about this thing? Just give the Nigerians. There are some people who can give that paper to. That is the draft of the electoral. But where I am happy is this. At least speaking Nigeria with me from all the region, we are going to challenge that obnoxious decree. As far as I'm concerned, it's a decree that should not see light of the day, because I know it contradicts the constitution of Nigeria, and I know it's going to be set aside. It's contradicting. That's my own. Now, the man that called, thank you very much. He has just raised a very potent something that I've been, just try to shy away from. You see, in the build-up to 2023 election, there was a meeting, not in Ota, it's 𝐒𝐈𝐄 here. I am a member of Labour Party, and I still voted for Obi in that election. But what happened that day was an issue of my disagreement over leadership issue in Labour Party then, that Obi cannot tell me he doesn't want a papa, even despite the order of the court then, that he doesn't want a papa. When he called rule that maintains status quo, they say no, they don't want it. And issue generated between me and my Baba Sonjo, truly in his house, where I told him that I even expected him to support Tinubu so that he would join as a second Yoruba man to rule Nigeria. And that was where Baba got offended. And asked a question. I said, sir, this is your support that you say, oh, all of you, go and settle. You must reconcile. I said, no, I'm not going to reconcile. You are no who, Baba, I'm also who. My father, with him, it's just a 1 year difference between them. My father will call him Boda. But there was a specific issue that happened that day where I said, Baba, if this is your love for this Adam Brahman, it's too much. That was where I received that dirty slap. Am I calling my neighbor?
So, Baba Obasanjo just slapped you. That's what you're saying.
Of course. In his house, we are 18 people there. It's not only me.
And you went to see him.
Took it as if,
you went to see him because you didn't want him to support Obi.
He invited us, he invited us for a meeting, Labour Party. He was with us now.
Right.
He invited, I'm the National Public Secretary now. He invited all of us from Ogun. So my own team were there. Their own team supporting Obi were there. But we have issues as at that time.
Yes.
Where when Baba was in the office, they now came with NFC, to chase us out. That was when Joajero said he came with, to chase out the rodents. They want to, pour insecticide to kill the rodents. And that was also my departure point from Joajero. See, that day, when he made that statement, that Papa Yoruba man will not be here. As far as they are concerned, it is to be or nothing. I said, okay, no problem. You to come and become something Nigeria now. So that was the issue Baba was trying to
resolve.
Reconcile.
Okay.
But I don't like him the way he was telling me that, no, this is what you must do. I said, no, sir. I am, I'm of age now. You can't dictate to me that this is what I must follow. Let me determine what will also benefit me at my age. I said, because at 30-something, they were president. I get me?
Yes.
Not now. So Baba was furious. In fact, he beat L out of my life that divorce. I was just looking at my father. Yes.
He beat you. He beat you up. He beat you up.
I said he beat L out of me, not just beat me up.
In the presence of those people. In the presence of those people.
I said we are 18. I have my witnesses. In fact, it was in some paper. But let me tell you, some power that been Auguste said, look, you better allow this thing to slide. Because you were doing it by the administration.
Yes.
That allow this matter to slide. If you should, escalate it to Abuja, Buhari might not.
So, Dr. Abambi, so that means that even before you went to the polls with your party and campaigning for Obi, you already had your notion that you should support a Southwesterner, not a Southeasterner. That's that. Even before you walked.
I didn't vote for Tinubu. No, I didn't vote for Tinubu 2023. No.
You voted for
I voted for Peter Obi.
But you didn't. Yes, but you didn't want him because that was what you told Obasanjo at the time.
No, they didn't want a papa.
Oh, okay.
Alhaji Papa as acting chairman.
Oh, right.
That was the cross of the crisis in Labour Party.
Of the matter. Okay. So, and Baba Obasanjo, according to your story now, please hold on. According to your story, Baba Obasanjo beat you up because you were supporting a papa.
Yes.
Right.
And I told him, I said, Baba, look at this Obi, an Igbo man. He doesn't want.
Oh, looks like
you understand?
Okay.
That was the genesis of the thing. Because I have to defend what we believe in. Our Papa was pronounced by court. Are you getting me?
Yes.
As to be the acting chairman, but they failed to recognize that man. And we say, no, we must stand, to defend this injustice. And, beating, 𝐿𝐿. It's not the smart thing that day. But I was not looking until when the justice took him up. So say, Baba, don't kill this man here, it's going to be an issue. He did not took Papa up, and in the evening of that day, he called me back and said, "And your money, you were who and you know, but I like it, money, you know, like it." And that's how it ended.
Right.
Because I know, and women go into who we don't take nonsense from anybody. We'll give it back to you.
Okay. All right. 0705 5949, 009 7949, 0906 2009. That's quite an interesting story. And because I know that Baba was still very much active, you know, despite the fact that it's almost 90. So I can imagine how you felt throughout the day. On Facebook, 32FM 949 Fenya. Let's take this call. Hello. Hello. All right, 0906 200949. Hello. 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 All right. So I think you left the other part of the question that the caller asked, that you should rate our democracy in the country. Okay, let me take this. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning.
Yeah, very good. Good morning, Mr. Toba, the panelists, and special salute. My special salute to Chief and very controversial Arabindi, who always come to this studio with fire of controversy and bitter hatred. Well, my name is Popchu, calling in from Lagos.
Go ahead.
Quickly, thank you, Mr. Toba, and God bless you, for your very humble, balanced, and unbiased question posited to Dr. Arabambi, who has been backing euphoria with wobbly answers from the two sides of his mouth. For me, I find it very difficult to clearly understand where this chief belongs. Now, my first question to Chief Arabambi, please, is the present APC led federal government under the auspices of Ahmed Tinubu tribalized or not?
Okay.
While he is bent on accusing P2B of tribalizing the leadership of Labour Party, and could not answer one single question without mentioning Obi. I'm quite disappointed. Secondly, I want to put it to him, Chief Arabambi, that Alaba is not a republic, rather just an international market like other international markets in Nigeria. Finally, to him, Mr. Arabambi, whether he likes P2B or not, I put it to him with every temerity that till tomorrow, His Excellency, Sir Peter Gregory Obi remains the most perfect, civilized, and trusted candidate in our political space of today.
Right.
With integrity and organic love of Nigerians. With the mantra, go and verify. Thank you. Have a blessed day from here.
All right, thank you. Okay, so Dr. Arabambi, the last call came in via this line. I'm assuming you didn't hear what the caller said, so I'll just relate to you. The first question he asked is, do you think the current APC under President Bola Tinubu has not tribalized Nigeria already? If you are accusing Peter Obi of wanting to tribalize Labour Party. And number two, he says, look, no matter what you say, according to him, that Peter Obi remains the most loved politician, the most credible, and he has not seen any politician that can boldly use the mantra, go and verify. That is the one that has the most organic following. I mean, it's even hard to dispute if you look at what he pulled off in 2023 with his obedient movement, 6 million votes, even though he was criticized as having followers who were just 4 people tweeting in a room. So I'd like you to respond to that after this call. Hello, good morning. Oh, okay. All right, so hasn't the APC already tribalized Nigeria? That's the first one. Second one is that Obi remains the most credible, most loved politician right now in the country.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, anybody can go and take a Euro beer, which he uses Anambra money, and put 5% in his own family business, which he also confirmed to carry out to YUSUF during the presidential primary. But I know nobody, no governor, would dare that in Southwest here. I get him. Oh, he's the most loved. Go and verify. What do you want to verify? Verify that you put Anambra money, 150 million in Fidelity Bank, and you are earning interest. To go and verify that you took 30 million naira, 30 million dollar loan, and you gave 5% to your family. Is that what you will not go and find out because they didn't write petition? Let me tell you, in the Southeast, you dare not. Even in our ESCO, there are something that when we want to do, all of them will run away because they will tell you that they will go and kill their parents at home. all those IPOB people. Obi knew what they would do to them. No Southeasterner will go and write petition against Obi and you survive in that Southeast. No, you cannot. And that's why I said, despite what this man is doing as a city governor, has he ever criticized Soludo when he said, IPOB, don't disturb people from coming to work. Let them continue.
So has the APC not tribalized Nigeria? Has the APC not tribalized Nigeria? Has the APC not tribalized Nigeria? That's another question. That by virtue of the appointment and all of that, have they not tribalized Nigeria?
Even by the virtue of appointment, when we look at it last week, are you getting me? To be very honest, yeah, the Yoruba asked more, which was exactly what Buhari did, and we need to stop it.
So you're admitting that they've also tribalized Nigeria. They've also tribalized Nigeria. Yes.
The administration is, moving toward that area, which I think is not good for our politics.
Okay.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
But on my own, Obi and Atiku, they cannot contest president in 2027. Because Nigeria, let me tell you, we turn to a banana republic under the two of them. Whether as president and vice president candidate. No, they should go and sit down. Let young people. Professor can come and now to come and run. Vice president can come to come and run now. Not these people who have, a lot of dark thing in their cupboard. They should not. All of them should go and sit down. They have nothing to offer Nigeria. Whether organic or
but do you think Tinubu has something to offer Nigeria? You think Tinubu has something to offer Nigeria?
My dear brother,
yes.
I've made, I said something.
Okay, please hold that thought. Please hold that thought. Hello. Oh, we lost it. Go ahead. You said all the people?
All the people that want to change Tinubu, I said they are worse than him.
Okay.
Do I shock you? Prof, there was a time I raised up an issue against Peter Obi. That thing they did in the Constitution, we also favor him. I said it on Naira television that the name on Obi certificate in primary school in secondary is different from the one in the University of Nigeria in Nsukka, and it's different from the one in the NY certificate. I've got the CTC. Court will hear when the time comes. Obi is not the owner of that certificate is parading. It belongs to his brother.
That's a very serious allegation. It's a very serious allegation.
I said this is a radio station. I said yes. I've challenged him on a right. I challenged him on channel television. But I have my fact with me. I have all the things. It's different. Number two. Well, I'm still going to court. I don't want because they may just be running to NYC to go and do some abracadabra. When we meet in court, he will tell us where he got his NY certificate from.
Right.
When okay. Come?
But Prof, you have the floor.
Yeah. I think that it's been a handful this morning.
Yes.
A very controversial dimensions that the discussion is taking. Now, if you look at the preparation towards 2027, it seems as if, and I make this point before, which you did not respond to, the Labour Party is condemned to not being able to be formidable in 2027 because Obi is clearly no longer in the Labour Party, even though Dr. Arambe is suspicious that they are working towards bringing him back. I don't see how they will successfully do that, given the shortness of time. And it's also public knowledge that Obi has taken the membership of the ADC. And I think recently there's a move within the House of Rep to prevent dual membership. You can be a two parties simultaneously. And if that amendment goes through, then the whole enterprise of Obi being organized for the Labour Party will be a pipe dream. I think that Dr. Arambe has personal grievances with both Obi and Atiku. And want to ask him, doesn't he think that these personal grievances is standing in its way of good politics? Because the way you attack these two individuals, it seems that what exactly have they done to you personally that you are not told in this?
Please hold that thought. Please hold that thought. Hello. Hello. Good morning. Good morning.
I want to...
Please, your name, sir.
Okay, I want to appreciate the good work you are doing.
Your name, sir.
But straight, let me just say this. I don't think, Prof, the last statement that Prof, that's what made me to call me.
Okay.
Okay, my name is P. So I think I'm sorry I never mentioned my name.
All right.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead. We can hear you.
All right. He doesn't have, I don't think, I've listened to him since the beginning of the conversation and the program. I don't think he has anything against both Obi and Atiku, really. I have reservations about Atiku contesting and all of that, but that is just, it is not written anywhere in the constitution that he cannot contest.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the factor that he never want to admit is Tinubu being the president and him wanting him again to have his second term. Because how do you rationalize that? You are a Labour Party member, a forward at that, and at the same time telling the public that, condemning people trying to work things out within your own party. And at the same when the anchorman asked him about the current administration and the way things are handled, he couldn't answer a yes or no. Definitely, he still wants the current administration to continue, and at the same time, you want Labour Party to survive. Those two things cannot work together. It is not. So it is not about Peter Obi. After 2031, after that, maybe he has won as he so wish. All of these things will die a natural death. I think that is the way it is. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think that our caller tried to address the question Prof asked, but I'll also give Mr. Arabambi the opportunity to address it as well. That what exactly is the issue you have with Obi and Atiku? Because there is no law that bars them from contesting. As I mentioned, right to vote and be voted for. And then he says, what you're saying also is also contradictory. You want Labour Party to come back, and at the same time, you're talking about the performance of Tinubu, that it should run again because it's the turn of the Southwest. You are not even saying South now. It's the turn of the Southwest to do 8 full years as president of the country. So those two issues.
I do not have any regret to say Southwest will continue 8 years. I am a Yoruba man first before I'm a Nigerian. Now, I don't have any personal issue. I have issue with Atiku because instead of Obasanjo spending a sum of 60 billion to import darkness to Nigeria. So he lacked the right to ever complain about, we don't have flights, we don't have the that. No. Because they have not told Nigerians how they expended that money. Who are the contractors? In their year, they did over 60 ton maintenance on our refinery. Nothing came out. Staff are there collecting money when they did not even refine 1 liter of petrol. And somebody came now to revive those refineries. Some people are hiding under the console to tell her that this man is not performing. Where is the $60 billion? Why would Obasanjo ever condemn?
Let's take this. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Oh, go ahead, sir. Go ahead, Dr. Abambi. Yes, the call went off. Yes.
Number two. I just told you about similarity between our action and Nyesom Wike. I said in Labour Party, we have a Southerner as national chairman. We have a Southerner as a DG, which is Dr. Doyon Kokwe. And I'm letting ask a question. Let us give the secretary of the campaign council to a Northerner. They say no. How do you want me to talk to people? Campaign manager from Imo, Secretary General from Anambra, Deputy Secretary General from Imo. What does somebody will be telling me from their room there that I'm a tribal person? So until when my children will now go and become a slave to other people because you feel you have an opportunity and you misuse it. Why would I not have an issue with Peter Obi when people donated the money to us and he took Aisha Yusuf as our national chairman? They took all our money. They failed to upload 30,000 polling unit agents.
Please hold that thought, Dr. Abambi. Please hold that thought, sir.
Permit me to to just add this. I
Okay.
called
Earlier.
not quite
Okay.
long.
All right. Go ahead.
STP is talking.
Yes.
How else can one be more of a slave than allowing or supporting the idea of not allowing Nigerians to challenge or any political party to challenge issues that has to do with fertility? And the person is a doctor. How else? That is, in fact, I think I want to believe that is a mental slavery to even start with. Every other thing, and the only reason why we are doing that is no any other. We've been challenging it before the government admission of Tinubu, of this current government. It is only because of the incumbent government we agree to that.
No, okay. To be fair, Mr. Peace, I think he spoke against it. Actually, he spoke against that we should not that should not be allowed. I think he spoke against that. Really, that's talking about the certificate issue. But we're wrapping up. I'd like you to finish your statement, Dr. Abambi, and then we'll gradually wrap up the conversation. Yes.
Now, I said, how would I trust somebody when we have opportunity with the organic support in 2023 that they now failed to upload 53,000 polling unit agents out of 189, and Supreme Court invalidated the formula vote that we have there? Is that the fault of Tinubu or INEC? No, it was because they were trying to be mischievous. They want to buy good cars. They were buying property, but they didn't want to tell Nigeria, I have the CTC or the Supreme Court judgment here, where they threw our appeal away under 2 minutes. Because they said, do you expect us to manufacture polling unit agent for you? When they know in the electoral act, we have a lawyer here that you have to upload the biodata of all your agents, and they're the only one that can sign your Form CO8. But in our own, because he took over the campaign, all of us were sent packing. They now took over, and they failed to upload 50,000, where we lost 4.8 million votes. How will I support such a person in 2027? You don't want to. You just came to use our party to make money while we are yearning for change, and that's why I say I voted for him. So anybody that want to tell me I don't know what I'm saying, I leave that to their conscience, because you cannot come and rip us off in Labour Party because you needed money. If we have uploaded all the 189,000 polling units, Tinubu wouldn't have been president today. So why would I support that person? And he's covering it up. He doesn't want to know people that he did this, so much havoc to our party. Nigeria, that is my position. I would not support Peter Obi. Right. I would not support him.
Okay.
He must come back to tell Nigeria what happened to our election in 2023.
Okay.
He must come and tell us. And Atiku must explain where's our 16 billion, the one they used to import darkness into Nigeria. Where is it with Baba Basojo? Please come and tell Nigeria.
Okay. I want to be careful mentioning Baba Basojo's name, given the experience you had with him in Abeokuta. But it's all right.
Baba can't beat me again. I'm far away from him now.
Okay, let me go to Barrister. Barrister, as we wrap up, your comment, question, as we wrap up with Dr. Abambi.
Yes, today there is nothing to laugh about. I have just one question for Dr. Abambi before we go. Buhari ran a Fulani-centric government. Tinubu is running a Yoruba-centric government. You have accused Peter Obi of loading the leadership of Labour Party when he was there with Igbos. You have also told the world here that you have first a Yoruba man and maybe later in Nigeria, how Nigeria suffered. Now, the question is this. Do you think the contraption called Nigeria is still necessary? Or we should tear down this country now for our peace?
It's practically impossible to tear Nigeria down. You know why? Before you can even amend a constitution, you need 24 states. To do it, you need 24. Who are the people? The people that say forgery is okay are the people you want to go and tell that, Nigeria is being run, there's a maladministration in Nigeria. You want to go and tell them that. In fact, they will even
tell us your own position.
That's
what
I'm
is your
telling
own
you.
Position?
No, we don't have a choice. We just continue to, until when we have, someone who will have that will.
If you have a choice,
if somebody that will have that will, our National Assembly now, as it is, we have APCA, we have Labour, we have NNPP, we have the rest like them. Look at all the governor crossing. Why are they crossing?
Okay, no, Dr. Abambi, I think the question is, if it were up to you, what would you do, for us to continue in this current union, or for us to sit down and reconsider our unity as a nation? What's it called now? Yes, current setup.
No, see, a lot of people have tried it, but who are the people that will, pass it into law? The National Assembly that legalize forgery. You can succeed.
Okay. Right.
You can succeed.
All right. I think
I am against that section.
Yes.
I am against that section. No. It is an insult on accessibility. So why do some of us go to school? If they know they are going to be forgery, then anybody can become Chief Justice of Nigeria. I can just write a letter and say, yes, I am not the NBA president. Is that the nonsense?
Okay. We need to go. Thank you so much, Dr. Abayomi Arabambi, for being a part of the conversation. This has been a very heated and controversial discussion with you, and I wish you all the best with your appeal, the Court of Appeal, and also your desire to take it all the way to the Supreme Court. Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Barrister. Thank you, dear listener, for being a part of the show. Don't forget to join us on Wednesday, 11 a.m. For the midweek edition of the Podium, and of course next Saturday, 9 o'clock on the weekend edition of the program. My name is OLORUNTOBA YUSUF. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday morning. Bye for now.